Hey everyone, I'm going to talk to you today about a feature that's available for our Pro subscribers called Spline Simplification. Spline Simplification is extremely handy for modifying and editing your animation after you download it. If you're familiar with motion capture data, there's a key in every single frame, on every single spline, and it's pretty dense data. It's hard to work with. With our data, when you download it, we will rebuild the curves for you, and your splines will look like this lower one right here, which is much easier to work with and edit. What is important to note is that the animation will be less than 0.5% deviation from the original. So I'm going to show you in a second, there really is no difference between the two, other than the one is a lot easier to edit. We've looked at this very carefully and really can't tell any difference in the fidelity of the motion itself. It looks great. So I highly recommend this feature if you're planning to do any modification or working with your animations that you download from Cartwheel. So, okay, and if you need to see this document, this Cartwheel document, if you're here at the main page, if you click on the Help button down here, Documentation, that would be in this Downloading Animations section here, Spline Simplification. There you go. So you can read all about it. It's very cool. So let's download a motion just to show you how this works. So I have a custom character here. This is a character I've generated. It's a cute little monkey. And I found a little turn and walk that I would like to download and just tweak it a little bit just to show you what the animation looks like. So I'm going to click download, go to the type of download format I want to use is Maya, which is this Pro feature. And right where it says Spline Simplification, I'm going to select, well, by default, rebuild curves is what is the default. If you desire to have original data with no modification to the splines, select none. But rebuild curves is default. So go ahead and download that. Okay, so here we are in Maya, and I've got my character here that I just opened up in the file. If you hit play, you can see here's my animation that I just downloaded. And what's really cool is if I select something, like maybe I select the neck, look at those nice clean splines. Not very many keys on there. If you want to make some changes to the neck, maybe I just want to move his head up a little bit. It's just really easy to do because you just have one key. You don't have a whole bunch of keys. Just to show you the difference, I also have the other version in here that this is the exact same animation, but I selected none instead of rebuild curves. And to show you, you can click on the neck of this character, and if you look up, you can see not on every single frame, which is standard for motion capture data, FBX. That's pretty normal, but it's just a little bit harder to work with because you have so many keys. So yeah, anything you select, any arm controls, different things, it's just nice, easy to work with. This is kind of a big deal. I think all of you who are going to be trying to work with this data and fix it up, clean it up, you're going to find this really handy. Certain controls like the feet, we're a little bit more careful about how we clean up stuff so that you might have a little bit less, you might have a few more keys there. The root, we've noticed, of the character does tend to have a little bit more, just because we found that in trying to preserve that and ensure that the animation does not change, the root is pretty vital so that's why we're very careful about that. But yeah, and just one more point just to hammer this home, I am going to put the two characters right on top of each other. So now both characters literally are right on top of each other, and if you watch the animation play, very little difference. Little tiny bit on I can see it in the hand, just a tiny bit, but very, very small. So that's why we decided to make rebuild curves the default. Again, if you really don't feel comfortable about it, you can turn it off and just get raw data. But we highly encourage you to play with this, check it out. This is going to make your life a whole lot easier. Thanks for watching.